Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are well. Today we are going to be taking a look at one thing and one thing in particular that's lit up the news lately, which is Deadpool and Wolverine, also known as Deadpool 3, whatever you want to name it as. There has been a new trailer released and I want to talk about it. And if you haven't watched the trailer yet, I would suggest go watch the trailer, then come back, because that's all we're going to be discussing, really, let's be honest. In the trailer, it really looks good, doesn't it? Let's be honest, it really looks good, and I can't wait for this movie because it is the first rated R movie in the MCU. And what is not to love about that? That's going to take the MCU to a different place that we've never seen it go before. The closest would probably like your Guardians of the Galaxy, because Deadpool and Deadpool 2 are all R rated, and it is going to be great to delve into that and bring them great characters of Wolverine and Deadpool into the MCU, and I cannot wait to see that. But from watching the trailer, it looks as if Deadpool is recruiting Wolverine so that they can help save his world, in which makes you wonder. Obviously, he's managed to pull him from either his universe or he's had to pull it for a different one to come into his world, help save him. And you can see there's a bit of conflict between the two at the start, and that's what we're getting to see in the trailer, that they don't get on, and which isn't a surprise, and they then learn to get along with each other. This is a different dynamic of movie that we've ever seen in the MCU, and I think it's going to mess with your mind a little bit, and we're definitely going to see a load of characters from the X-Men movies and other movies in Marvel in general. Because if they have the ability to go to different universes like we saw in Multiverse of Madness, there's of course tons and tons of ways and tons of things that you could bring in, help to shine lights on other franchises as well, and other different worlds and universes, that so to speak. And I think that will definitely be happening in this particular movie. And something that was interesting that caught my eye in the trailer itself, obviously we saw a load of X-Men references to, like, him being in the bar, for instance, and then the Canadian flag, which is obviously a representation of where Wolverine the character is from, and obviously Ryan Reynolds, let's be honest. And I think that those little Easter eggs and stuff are just for the fans and not really something to, you know, delve into in terms of what's going to happen in the movie, but they are worth mentioning. And then the other thing that's worth mentioning is the Ant-Man head that we see the main villain walk out of, in which is going to be weird and wacky and mental all in one, because is Ant-Man dead, or is this just like the suit? Who the fuck knows? This is like, oh my god, what is this? Oh, we're going to see an Ant-Man cameo. Is that going to be possible? I'm not sure. I think it's just going to be the mask in the void that we saw that villain walk out of. And yeah, that really makes me intrigued. And I think this is one of those where it's going to end the X-Men Fox universe that they created and help to put that into a new era and help build new stories on top of that. I don't know if they're going to try to move on from the original X-Men, but they might be able to show that, okay, there's an X-Men in this universe that the MCU are going to use. So I don't know. It's going to be weird and wacky to find out how this is going to link into the rest of the MCU and these storylines that are in this film and where they're going to lead. But they're just a load of questions that need a lot of answers. Another thing that's worth mentioning from the trailer is the fact of the sling ring. Looks like a portal that's been opened. We've seen it being opened plenty of times by now in Doctor Strange when he's opening things, and by Wong as well. Those characters that deal with the dark arts sort of deal, an ordeal that's able to open the portals and stuff. And they haven't really been used in X-Men, the actual live action films, or any of the Deadpool films. So this is going to be interesting to see who has actually opened up that portal. Is it Doctor Strange? Is it a different character? Is it Wong? Are we going to be seeing a new character being used in a sling ring? Or is it going to be something completely different? Or does the portal just look like something that Doctor Strange would open? But I think coincidences are far and far between in the MCU, and that will be for a reason. They would have teased that for a particular reason, of Deadpool and Wolverine jumping through this portal. It must be opened by somebody who is already in the MCU, which is why I think that will be Doctor Strange, or Wong even, because Wong appears in a lot of MCU projects, and yeah, why not? We haven't seen Doctor Strange since the Multiverse of Madness film, if memory serves, because I don't think he's been anything else apart from the What If seasons and stuff like that. But it would be really interesting to see that character again and him popping back up in this film, or even Wong or any of the other characters that can use the sling ring. But no, let us know down those comments down below. Is this a film that you're really excited about, or is it a film that you're not excited about and you don't want to see them in the MCU or anything like that? Comment all that down below. Also, if you haven't done so yet, hit the like button, that would be much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I shall see you fine folks in the next one. Latest.